Hey, I'm here, I think. I hope I'm in the right spot. I wanted to make sure I was in with my link, and I don't see any participants yet. Oh, I see Leslie, so that's good. Okay. All right. I'm going to mute everyone just so that we don't get background noise. And then if you want to unmute yourself to talk, you can go right ahead. And I'm just going to get settled here. I'm sorry, this is going to look crazy, but I need to clean off my phone real quick. So 1 second. Sorry. Okay. So I'm having kind of a crazy day. So I had some professional photos done for my website. Really excited about them. I posted some of them. I think I posted 4 of them. But she had to split my photo shoot between 2 memory cards, and one of the memory cards got corrupted, and we lost half of my photo shoot. So I found out on Sunday, and she was like, come back one night this week, we'll reshoot it. Well, like I had a professional makeup artist and I had a professional hairstylist come. And so she's got me a hairstylist, and I decided to do my own makeup. But it's today. I was gone all day yesterday. I've got to pull my outfits, pull jewelry, plan lips. Because if you ever do like a photo shoot or something and you are going to do multiple looks, you have to plan your outfits around your LipSense, because you can't go from berry to beige champagne. You can only go beige champagne to berry. So I have to like pull my outfits, pull all the lipsticks, and then arrange them by color so I can do this the most effective way. So if you didn't hear some like Fly Girl, maybe Roseberry, Plumeria, I don't know, there's a few lip colors that popped up in stock. And Nail Extend launched today. So Nail Extend is available for sale as well, United States. So some of those are there. All right. So I wanted to talk about like, okay, I have all these customers. They love LipSense, but when I look in back office, LipSense isn't available. Like it's the Hunger Games. It's hard. What do? I want to move them into skincare and stuff, but I don't know how. So a lot of people, when they move their customers or try to move their customers into other products, they like post a product flyer. Maybe they even post a selfie. They introduce the product and they say, hey, it's $45. And then their customers read that and they're like, okay, that's interesting. And then they scroll on to the next thing. Like it's just not compelling enough, especially because, you know, we have luxury skincare and cosmetics and they're a little higher price point than, you know, and it's $6.99. You know, people are like, you could make a really quick impulse decision about $6.99. But it's a harder thing to get somebody to make an impulse decision around $190 skincare collection. So it takes a little bit more effort to move people into skincare and even other cosmetics, because I think a lot of people look at it, because we always pretty much lead off with LipSense like, oh, they're just kind of a one-trick pony. LipSense is absolutely magic. But my thought when I joined the company, even after I signed up to be a distributor, was, well, of course they have other products. Why wouldn't they? They're a cosmetics company, but they can't be as good as LipSense because all I hear about is LipSense. So if I had that impression, there's probably a lot of other people who have that impression as well. So I came in during a time when we had fast starts, and I earned my fast start, so I got all the products for free. And I'll be honest with you, I'll use anything if it's free. I'm like, it's free, okay. So I start using it, and like, look at my skin, guys. I use nothing but our skincare and our cosmetics, and I have fought adult acne my entire life until the point where I started using our products. Makeup was never fun for me. Like makeup was what I used to do damage control, to draw attention away from bad skin, flaky skin, acne, oily combination, broke out. Like I would not go to the convenience store without full makeup on, because I would just look at the floor. Like I couldn't look at people in the eye with my face in the condition that it was. So it's easy to look at somebody who looks like they have great skin and cosmetics and everything and say, oh, well, you know, of course it works for her. Her skin is perfect. Well, my skin did not start out perfect. So I started using these products and was actually obviously incredibly impressed and surprised. So when I decided that, I was like, okay, well, you know, I've gotten to the point where, I mean, a lot of my customers at that point had 5 to 10 LipSense colors, some even more. Some of them have big handfuls of colors now. And I'm like, you know, how many LipSense colors does somebody who's not a distributor actually need? So I need to start introducing them to other cosmetics. So I started introducing like shadows and sold some of those, just kind of introducing them casually because $22 is something you can impulse purchase. And I went through the benefits of those, and I might post, multiple things over a few day period, and then have like a promotion. This was before I started doing my monthly VIP parties. And, I would sell a few, maybe a handful. And then, it just didn't feel like I was selling a lot of it. Like I wanted to sell a lot of it, like I sold LipSense. So I set a goal for myself, and I really wanted to have work towards my first month having at least 30% of my overall sales come from things other than LipSense. And then the next month I wanted to have 50% of my overall sales come from something other than LipSense. So I was like, okay, well, I think this stuff is pretty cool. Why do I think it's pretty cool? Well, I think it's cool because it works. But people are told that every product works. Clearly, like, even the $2 stuff at CVS, they're told it works. They've got the pretty girl in the Neutrogena commercial, washing her face and whatnot, and it's $6.99, and they're telling people that this works. And heck, that may work for some people, but it didn't work for me. So they've been told things work a lot. They have not been told why things work. So that was when I decided I was going to really introduce skincare. And here's how I did it. So the first time I really, really introduced skincare, I sat down on the floor with the product guide and a glass of wine, and I read it. And I read it myself, so I understood it. And I took little notes and put little stars on things where I had like aha moments, like, oh, this makes perfect sense. I understand why you need makeup remover and cleanser now. I understand why the order of ingredients and products that we put on our face is important. I understand why it's important to use our products only with our product as opposed to other products. And these are important things, right? Because I can tell those things to my customers, and not only do I sell more products, it's that they actually get more of the line because they understand how they work together. Are y'all hearing any sound? Leslie said she can't hear me. Let me go over to the chat real quick. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Let me go over to the chat. Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So I sell more of the products because I can explain to my customer why it is that they need to actually use our entire line. And they may not buy the entire line all at once. And I'll tell them, you can buy one product and you can try one product and you can love one product. But you will love it even more if you continue to build your collection, maybe as you run out of what you're currently using right now. Because like, I can't run out of all products at one time. Even if I buy moisturizers and cleansers that are designed to go together, I never run out of it all at the same time. And I don't want to buy like a $200 set of stuff and I already have 2/3 of it, because I'm already using my current line. So I don't like tell my customers, oh, well, don't buy this if you can't buy all $800 worth of products. Like, that's crazy. Like, let's get them started with something that addresses an immediate need. And then because you're explaining to them why it is that they go together, and I'll get to that in a minute, why they work together so well, that they'll start working their way into those other products. So anyway, so I read the product guide for themselves, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information on this video, but I'm not going to give it to you all because I can't regurgitate a product knowledge guide in an hour-long video. I just can't. That's crazy. And you won't remember it all anyways, but you'll remember it if you read it. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to sell our skincare and other cosmetics, you're going to have to educate yourself about those products and really understand them and be excited about them and understand why they work and be able to explain that to other people fairly simply. Like, it doesn't have to be incredibly detailed, but it's got to be detailed enough for them to feel like, oh, I get it. That's why that works. That makes sense. Okay, so I read my product guide. I took down notes on all of the different things that I found were like totally amazing about our products. And then I designed my monthly VIP party. So this is about the same time that I was moving to the monthly VIP party format. And I designed my party around introducing skincare and other cosmetics to my customers. So I piped up my party, be there Sunday at 5 p.m. We're going to have an awesome promotion. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to have games, giveaways. You don't have to buy something to win something. Totally cool. Have a great time. It's a dollar prize. No big deal. So I had a bunch of folks go ahead and show up for my party, and I had done a pre-recorded video. I did not go live. There's two reasons for that. One, I live in the country and my DSL is total crap, garbage. Going live for me is terrible. These Zoom meetings seem to work fine, but going live on Facebook is terrible for me. But then the other problem is when I go live, I tend to ramble. Like case in point, right? And no one's gonna watch an hour-long video unless they're doing it live. And even then, if they're really just joining your party to like snap up a few deals, do some shopping and get out, an hour-long live is just like I won't watch that. So I did a pre-recorded 10-minute video where I very excitedly told my customers that if you love LipSense, you are going to love the other products. I actually like some of these other products even more than I love my LipSense, like ShadowSense. I'll tell you about ShadowSense here in a minute. It's incredible. And then if you watch the video will tell you how to redeem this month's promotion. Well, this month's promotion was a free gift. This month's free gift was a makeup remover towel and like a little exfoliating scrubby exfoliate towel where you can get like the gunkies off your lips. It's kind of cool. But these things cost me like less than $1.50. And it was a free gift with purchase, with whatever their purchase was for that day. And about 2/3 of the way through the video, I told them, oh, and if you're watching this for to receive your promotion, be sure in the notes to mark that you watched the video and you'd like your free gift. It didn't have to be anything like tricky. It was just very simple, but they had to watch the video to get their free gift with purchase, which enticed more people to watch the video. So I actually had a ton of people watch the video, and I really focused on like the island of Vanuatu and Cineplex Complex, what that really means for your skin. I talked about the ingredients that we use, and I talked about the quality of the ingredients. Like I talked pretty generically about our skincare and like how amazing it is, and really hammered on Cineplex Complex. And then once the video was done, then posts start popping up with, hey, look, see this beautiful eyeshadow that stays on your face all day and doesn't crease and, melt into your eyelid? Yeah, that has Cineplex Complex in it. Oh, and guess what? If you use powder eyeshadow, think about this. If you have a surface and it has oil on it and you put powder on it, what happens? It's going to suck up the oil and the moisture from the surface it's sitting on, right? So if you put powder, like regular plain old powder from CVS onto your eyelid, it is leaching moisture from your skin. So have you seen ladies, or maybe you yourself suffer from this, that have really thin skin on their eyelids? And when you pull like an eyebrow brush across it, their skin kind of comes with it because their eyelids are thin. It's because they're dehydrated. And it's probably because they've been using powder eyeshadow their whole life. So the cosmetics they're using to make their eyes look better are making their eyes look worse. And our cosmetics have Cineplex Complex in them. So not only are they not leaching moisture out of their skin, they are protecting their skin and improving cellular turnover even on their eyelids. As a matter of fact, I think our eyeshadow is basically colored pigmentation and like our daytime moisturizer. So literally, you can tell your customers that all of our creamy cosmetics are basically colored skincare. And that was a really exciting thing for me to convey to my customers, and then say, and look, it stays all day. Look, you can put it on and it'll stay where you put it. Look, you can blend your own palette because all of our colors are blendable. Look, I can sell you one eyeshadow that you can use for contour, eyeliner, eyeshadow, eyebrows, and whatever else you want to use it for. You could use it for lip color if you want to have garnet on your lips. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with it, but I drew them in by requiring them to watch a very fun video about our skincare to redeem their free product. And then I showed them all the different products they can get that have our amazing technology in them. And then I offered little promotions on them, like buy 3 eyeshadows, get an eyeshadow brush bundle. That was like $4 on Amazon for free. and buy a foundation, get a foundation brush free, you know, $1 or $2. I'm going to pause for just a second because I really need to cough, and I'm going to mute it. And if y'all have any questions to throw in the chat so far, go right ahead. All right. Sorry, I have the worst allergies, and it's moved into tickle cough. You know, the tickle cough that, like, you could feel it in your throat and it starts tickling around, and I cough and like nothing happens. It's just this horrible, uncomfortable, compulsive coughing. It sounds awesome, by the way. It's very feminine. Okay, so that's in general how I did it. I read the product guide. I made a 10-minute video. It has to be short. They won't watch it if it's too long. I made them, they had to see the video to see how they get their free gift. And then after the video, I did all the little urgency promotions. Get some free things. Get this little free thing. Get this little discount on this bundle. And then for that party, really for any party, LipSense promotions go last. Absolutely last. They have to look at everything else before LipSense goes. If you put LipSense up before anything else, they think they don't need any of the rest of your products. I didn't even think I needed LipSense when I first heard of it. So they think they don't need any of that stuff until you show them why they need that stuff. And then that's when they're like, oh, okay, so you need to present all of that to them first and do LipSense last, dead last. Don't show them anything about LipSense until you have featured the other products that you want to share with them that men. So with stock being a little crazy, and like there's lots of skincare and things that are in stock, there's lots that are out of stock. Get what's in stock and you can promote them individually. So you can do the video and tell them all about our skincare and all of the different like amazing features about our technology. And then you can go out with anti-wrinkle or green concealer, like whatever is just, you know, happens to be available. And that will help you sell only things that are in stock and not be dependent upon, you know, something that you can't get, right? So you don't want to promote anything that you don't have access to. And this is a really good option for people who are trying to build their business and don't have a lot of money to invest before collecting money from their customers, because I know that, you know, skincare stock rotates as well, but it doesn't have the longevity issues that LipSense does. So you could reasonably throw a party today, PayPal invoice everybody, place an order tomorrow, and most, if not all, of those skincare products are still going to be there. So I recommend, you know, if you really have to collect money up front from your customers before you can order, doing a party like that, because LipSense parties don't work like that right now at the moment. So let me actually just make sure that y'all understand a little bit about our products. So you've heard me talk about Cineplex Complex, and that's an active kinetic enzyme that rushes skin cells to the surface 23% faster, and that is completely amazing. And the reason that's amazing is because what makes your skin look healthy and firm and fresh and bright is baby fat, like fat little baby healthy skin cells. When they work their way up to the surface and remain on the surface, the hydration is leached out of them. They become wrinkly, deflated, gray. They kind of tend to stack up on your skin. They make your skin look dull. So the fresh skinned look, clear, healthy, plump, reduced lines and wrinkles, glowing, all of that is from having fat little brand new healthy baby skin cells up near the surface, as opposed to ones that have been sitting there for a long time that have lost hydration. So we have an active kinetic enzyme in ours that is marine based. I think it comes from algae, and it does that faster, like faster than anything. It's patented technology, and it makes your skin renew faster, which is what gets all the dead, the gunky, gooey stuff off. So the other thing about our products is they're designed to have specific molecular weights. And the specific molecular weights are really important in the order that you use them. Because if you're thinking of like a pore, here's your pore, it's like a little cavity here. If you have something with a great big fat cell, it's going to sit up on top of your pores. It's not going to get down in. But if it has a little bitty tiny thing, it's going to get down here in the bottom, and it's going to actually get down into your pore where you want it. So you use things in the right order, and they have this specific molecular size and weight, where if you use them in the right order, the cleanser goes in and cleans you out, and then you use your solutions and they get all in there, and then you use your moisturizer and then that gets in there, and then you use your collagen night pack and that sits up on top and keeps your skin protected and locks all that stuff in underneath. So that's why using them in a particular order is important, and understanding why it is that they have such fine molecular compositions and that they are developed so incredibly intentionally. So when you use all of our products together, they perfectly align inside your pores to create healthy skin. That's why my skin is healthy now. This is why I can go anywhere without makeup on and I'm okay. Like, I am okay. I like to put a little tinted moisturizer on if I've got a few minutes, but I go to school drop off every day with no makeup on, and I can look everybody in the eye. I've never been able to do that in my life. It's kind of a big deal. So understanding that about our products is really important. And that's how I deepen relationships with people. When you help them understand how they work together in that fashion, once they've started using their anti-wrinkle and they're like, man, this is awesome. I'm like, well, how about you get a few other things from this line, because they'll work together, and not only will your anti-wrinkle continue working, it'll work even better because you're coupling it with products it's designed to work with. And this is another thing that people tell me when they sign up to be distributors. They're like, well, I love makeup. I can't possibly to commit to one line of makeup or one line of skincare. I'm like, once you realize that our products are perfectly designed to work together and that you will never get the results that you get by using only our products, by mixing a bunch of stuff together, you will probably change your mind, because I did. I was a total makeup and skincare just junkie. I had thousands of dollars in expensive products that I used trying to make myself feel better about my skin. And until I started using our entire line consistently, that's when my problems stopped. That's important, and that's compelling, and it's compelling for your customers as well. So you are more than welcome to use like my story and tell that to people, even if you're not far enough along in your business to have your own personal testimony, like, you can share my testimony and you can share exactly what I've said. Heck, if you need to like message me or question or whatever, let me know about my own personal experience. I can do that, because it's important that you share passion and excitement with people. So do it in a party, do the research yourself. You have to understand why our products work and what makes them exciting. Explain it to your customers, have a hook in your video so they have to watch it or they miss out on something, and then feature our products and, maybe do some little urgency creators, like little free gifts or bundles or whatever to get them ordering. And you will be surprised. I did $1,200 in that party, and only like less than a quarter of it came from LipSense. I sold a ton of skincare. And once you get people into the skincare line, because there are so many offerings and they are a luxury product, they do have an appropriate price point for a luxury product. Lots of people sign up for the discount at that point, and because they're looking for skincare and things like that, a lot of that's in stock. So I had a lot of people sign up for the personal discount because they moved into the skincare line, and that was what was important to them. So and some of them have turned into like full-fledged I'm selling distributors, and some will go in and buy 600 or 300 PV of product every few months just for themselves to use. I'm like, I'm okay with that too. Knock yourself out. I'm going to try to keep this call a teeny bit short today, because the coughing situation is really, like, I'm trying so hard to suppress coughing right now, and I have to get ready for this photo shoot for the second time. But do y'all have some questions for me that y'all would like to discuss around moving your customers into these other products? I'm going to pull up our little chat real quick. I pretty much sound like I'm dying. I'm going to hang out here for a second on the chat and see if anybody's typing. And then after you've introduced it, you have to be sure that you are making those offerings every single month, and that you are following up with anybody who purchases those products, because just like LipSense, there may be some troubleshooting to do. There may be folks whose skin is like oh, hey, new stuff. And they might even experience where their skin gets a little red or a little irritated when they first start using active ingredients. Um, can't seem to sell my hand lotion. I know the hot weather is coming, but should I open one and show them? Does it really help? So, Leslie, I actually don't have any problems with any particular product. Have you have you done a real feature on Cineplex Complex? Because our hand lotion has that in it. And one thing that you can talk to your customers about is your hands are really important. It's not just from a comfort level, it's from a youthful appearance level. So you can apply all of the skincare you want to your face and look amazing. And if you have old lady hands, it is a dead giveaway to people of your actual age. And so many people neglect skincare on their hands. So the way I present hand lotion to people is that they should, be using something that's high quality on their hands, because hands are a dead giveaway of your age. And if you've ever looked at a little bit older lady and their hands are looking kind of like thin, wrinkly, beat up, and their face looks awesome, you know how old they are because they're hands. So the anti-aging effects of our hand lotion is really how I tackle that. And I encourage people to use their skincare on their neck, on their décolletage, and on the backs of their hands, because those are places that we show age. And I know we have all seen those ladies who are spending a lot of money on cosmetic surgery and on all these things, and their face is on point. And then they have old lady neck and chest and old lady hands. So, be careful how you present that to people. You don't want to accuse them of having old lady hands. But you want to be like, prevent old lady hands by using great hand lotion. And that's really good with my contemporaries because I'm 36. If you're selling to people who are quite a bit younger, you might feature on the fact that you only have to use a tiny little bit. There's several different features. I would really recommend reading the product guide on the hand lotion as well. And maybe you do hand lotion with like a fun little Mother's Day bundle or something. And yeah, absolutely. Our products can be used anywhere. You could definitely use your hand lotion on your feet. What else y'all got? Oh, the question, should I open one and show them it really does help? I don't know how to sell products that I don't use, to be really honest with you. So I really can't say to a customer, this is an amazing product, but I haven't brought myself to spend my own money on it. So I would really caution against promoting products you haven't tried. If you do it and it works, that's great. But if it's not working, I would really recommend you use it. It's really hard to tell somebody that they need something that you don't use. Anybody else have a question? All right. Well, I'm going to keep this one to 30 minutes today to save my throat and voice, and I'm going to go hack up a lung right now and just like cough forever since I've been trying to hold it in this whole time. And I'm going to go get ready for the second photo shoot. No, please. All right. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, girls.